Hello, welcome back. I've made videos, as you can see, on my website on what I call the main health problems, the asthmas, the arthritis, the IBS, eczema and weight and such. But I now want to talk briefly on many other health problems that I've cured over the years for thousands of people. And if you wish to check my testimonial letters on my website, then you'll see the support I've had from people when they thank me basically for changing their lives. Let's run through some of these. Nausea, well, that's what happens when your brain's not happy. You put something in that your brain wants to get rid of, so it makes you feel sick, and in many cases it will make you be sick. It's just a waste disposal system basically. Loss of confidence, well, if you're not feeling good, if your brain's not running properly, it doesn't make you very confident. And of course the opposite is true as well. Fix your brain, fixes that. Epilepsy, there's about 500,000 people in the UK with epilepsy. 1 in 4 is a child. I've only treated a couple of epileptic cases over the years, but I've had incredible success, incredible. One lady had status epilepticus, you'll see her letter, my testimonials, and for 20 years she suffered with anything up to 20 fits a day, and within a couple of months she was down to 2 minor fits in total. In a few months following the scan she went down to 2 minor fits. Read the letter. Coughing, it's just a build-up often of phlegm and mucus in the throat. It can be sensitive nerve endings, of course, also, but that's all controlled by the brain and clearing this fungus, which is simple enough. Sleep problems, well, if your brain's not happy, it's hardly going to lie down and go to sleep. You can give your brain a bad drug and it go crazy. It can be at any time of the day or night. And if you do it just before you go to bed, well, you haven't got much chance really. And this, of course, is another thing with kids. They jump into bed and they're up and down like yo-yos, or they have nightmares or wet the bed or whatever they do, because their brain's gone crazy with the drugs you gave them before they went to bed, called, I don't know, bread or whatever it might be. You've got to have these things sorted out, and it's simple. Have a scan done. Have a scan done. Nothing complicated about it. Lack of concentration. Well, again, if your brain's not working properly, how can you concentrate? And the opposite is true, because when people come for their scan, everybody's energy level and concentration goes through the roof following the scan within weeks, because the brain starts waking up. Simple. Rhinitis, just sensitive nerve endings in the nose, nothing difficult. Hay fever, same thing. Tinnitus, well, you can get damage to the inner ear, of course, through trauma, or you can get a fungus in there, which we can deal with, and often that is all you need. Just clear the fungus, and those sound organs start working properly. Well worth looking into. Check the letters. Memory, again, if your brain's not working properly, you can't retain information. So if it's not in there, how can it come out again? Very logical, you think, yeah? You see this with school children. We do a lot in our work, where their results have gone through the roof. We had one child that went from the bottom of the class to the top of the class in almost every subject, following a food intolerance test. Just because the brain woke up. He wasn't drugging it with bad drugs every day that mum and dad were trying to give him to make him healthy. And there's a letter there to support that as well in the testimonials. Snoring, it's just a build-up of mucus, nothing difficult about that one. Mood swings, well, you can drink a bottle of gin and get very moody, or you can eat a cucumber and get very moody. If your brain doesn't want the drug, it's your brain's way of saying I've got a problem. You're just giving it one. Excessive sweating, just another waste disposal system basically, whether it be water your body's trying to get rid of, or whether it be heat or other chemicals. Or it might be, some people say their sweat smells like garlic or tastes like garlic. It's just a waste disposal. The body's trying to get rid of rubbish basically. And the worse, the more complicated your chemistry is, the worse it is, the more problems you get, and the more your brain will kick out this signal to make you sweat to get rid of them. Thrush, just a fungal problem, dead easy to fix. Vomiting, again, same thing as nausea basically. Eye sensitivity, well, you can have sensitive nerve endings in your eyes just as you can in your lungs or anywhere else. If they're there, you get problems. So fix the brain and you don't get sensitive nerve endings. Leg and mouth ulcers, just a skin problem basically, nothing difficult about that. Sensitive nerve endings at these points, you end up getting dry, broken skin. Heartburn, again, just a fungal thing. Blood pressure, well, your brain controls your blood pressure. Fix your brain. Check the letters. Look at my testimonial letters. Lots of references to blood pressure having gone back to normal as soon as people start on this diet that suits their brain. Hot flushes, again, same things. Chemistry, lots of chemistry going on. Sweat pouring out of people. you don't get them. You don't get them at any time, even at the end of the month and all this stuff. You just fix your brain and you become a healthy chemistry set. That's all any of us are. We're walking chemistry sets. And if you get the chemistry wrong, you get all these problems. It's fairly logical when you think about it. Irritability, well, go back to the bottle of gin syndrome or the bottle of whiskey syndrome. You can be very irritable drinking some of that stuff. It's your brain's way of saying, I don't want it. Well, the same thing can happen when you eat a carrot or a piece of cheese if your brain doesn't want it. It can make you very irritable. Athlete's foot, again, fungal problem, no big deal. Libido, well, as I say, your brain controls everything. Fix your brain. Catarrh, just a build-up of fungus. All this is very simple to clear. Hyperactivity, well, again, kids get sent to hospitals and doctors and clinics, and put on Ritalin and all sorts of nonsense for hyperactivity. Again, you can get hyperactive with alcohol. You can get hyperactive with anything that goes into your body. Anything. Any foods or anything else. If your brain's having a problem with it, then you'll get a problem. And in some cases it turns out to be hyperactivity. In other cases it might be headaches or whatever. But and kids are pumped full of what we consider to be healthy foods. Nobody's checked to see what they're doing to the kid's brain. Do that, and when you do that, you'll find you've got a perfectly healthy child. Absolutely fantastic. They can go to school and they can get on with their work and be happy and do well. Not just at school, but in life. Dizziness. Dizziness is something that you can get, again, going back to the old alcohol syndrome, but you can get dizzy for lots of reasons. If your brain's getting a drug it doesn't want. Test will tell you what it is. Colitis, well, that's just another fungal problem. Crohn's disease, same thing. I've had hundreds of people come to me with diagnoses of Crohn's disease over the years, just sort out the fungal problem. I know how to do it, and I'll tell you, and the problem disappears. Stress, you don't get stressed when you're feeling happy, when your brain's working properly. 40 million days are lost a year through stress in the UK. It's a lot of money going down the drain, a lot of people's lives being wrecked. But it doesn't happen. You feel great, you get up feeling $1 million every day and you stay that way. You really do. PMT, well, that's all linked to this chemistry at the end of the month stuff. But if you're a healthy chemistry set when that time comes around, you're going to stay healthy, feel good. Cramp, well, your brain controls your muscles. Fix your brain, you won't get cramp. It really isn't difficult to think. It is so basic, and it is. It really is. It all comes down to the brain. The brain runs the body. So fix the brain. Haemorrhoids, just straining and struggling. Palpitations. Your brain controls your heartbeat, so fix your brain. It isn't difficult. Sciatica, the biggest nerve in the body, like the sciatic nerve. If your brain's going to send out a wrong signal, there's a pretty good chance it'll run down there. Gout, same thing, just muscles and stuff. Nothing complicated. Loss of sense of smell, had some good success with that over the years. I'm never sure if it's going to work for people, but it's well worth a try, and we certainly had some success. Sinusitis, just sensitive nerve endings. Sneezing, same thing. Tourette syndrome, only done 2 of those, but had some incredible success with them. I do mean incredible success. So if anybody's got that, please do contact me. Or tell them, if you know of anybody that has, tell them to make contact with me. Colic is just another fungal problem. Okay, running short on time. I'm going to have to say goodbye, and I hope this has been interesting. And if you do need any help, please do contact me, healthscan.co.uk. Look forward to hearing from you. All the very best. Bye bye now.